This is Business Report Nigeria, brought to you by your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. I am Ruel Panawo. Statistics released by the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) on Monday, March 15th, state that Nigeria's unemployment rate increased by 33.3% in the fourth quarter of 2020. Reports show that unemployment in Nigeria, Africa's largest economy, has grown to the second highest on the global list, with Namibia leading the list with 33.4%. Nigerians have expressed worries over the alarming rate of poverty, even in the midst of joblessness among Nigerians, which has ranked the country at the second highest on the global list of the unemployment rates. Currently, statistics show that Imo State had the highest rate of unemployment in the country with 56.6%, followed by Adamawa with 54.89%. The Central Bank of Nigeria revealed on Wednesday, March 17th, that Nigeria's external reserve dropped by $523 million. These reserves lost $1.1 billion in February. Recently, the CBN had stated that Nigeria's external reserves at $35 billion was sufficient to finance the country's 7-month imports, and when the reserves experienced gains in the last quarter of 2020, the CBN disclosed that at $36.46 billion, it could finance 8.4 months of import of goods or 6.3 months of import of goods and services. An estimated overall balance of payments supposed of $0.79 billion was recorded in the fourth quarter of 2020, and the CBN stated the deficit in the current account widened to $5.27 billion in the review period, compared with $3.34 billion in the previous quarter. Government-owned refineries run by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) gave reports of a total loss of 778.71 billion naira from 2015 to 2019. Now, total revenue of 21.12 billion naira was generated by the refineries located in Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna in the 5-year period, as they operated below their full capacities, which leans towards a combined installed capacity of 445,000 barrels per day. Ironically, the country leans to a large extent on importation of refined petroleum products, since its refineries have been left in a state of disrepair, for many years. The Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC) has ordered Nigerians to pick up their certificates and documents from designated courier companies before the end of April 2021. The Commission has warned that it may destroy unclaimed documents upon expiration. In a statement on Thursday, March 18th, the CAC said, and I quote, "Consequently, with effect from 24 July 2020, the Commission commenced the delivery of all pre-incorporation certificates, and despite repeated calls, some customers are yet to claim their certificates, documents with courier companies. To this end, the Commission is appealing to owners of such documents to visit their designated courier companies for immediate pickup on or before the end of April 2021. They announced that the planned payment for revalidation of accreditation is a one-time fee that will not be done annually. Earlier, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, has said the federal government was considering the creation of an unclaimed dividend and an unutilized bank balance trust fund where dividends declared and unclaimed will be held. The Nigerian Postal Service, NIPOST, AMS parcel has been endorsed as one of the official couriers of the Commission. There's more coming up on Business Report Nigeria. I will be back after this short break. Thank you for staying with us. Prepaid electricity consumers are pained about the ill-timed increase in tariff endorsed by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC). Now, some citizens observed that increase had been effected for the second time in a matter of months. The consumers, majorly under Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company (IBEDC) and Ikeja Electricity Distribution Company (IKEDC) network, said the increment the units no longer last as long as its previous time span of 6 months. Akim Bodunse Shadrach, president of Utilities Consumers' Rights Advocacy Initiative of Nigeria, said the month of February was the second time in 2021 that the increase has taken place, and it was done in February and March by 3 naira across the board. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and Bankers Committee have agreed that 40% of top management positions in banks should be reserved for women. Godwin Emefiele, the CBN governor, made this known on Thursday, March 18th, at a webinar set to mark the 2021 International Women's Day. He spoke on the theme, Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World, and said 30% representation of women in boards of deposit money banks, DMBs, is also being pursued. He placed emphasis on the need for all-round gender development and equal opportunities and restated the bank's commitment to continually promote gender diversity in the workplace and increase the active participation of women in the economy. Now, through the Debt Management Office, DMO, yesterday, the federal government listed the 162.557 billion naira 7-year FGN Ijaram Sukuk with a rental rate of 11.20% on the floor of the Nigerian Exchange Limited. This will finance the rehabilitation and construction of key economic road projects across the geopolitical zones in the country. This listing means members of the general public who invested in the 2020 Sukuk bonds can now sell their investments, and those who wish to invest can also do so as well. Mrs. Patience Oniha, Director General of the DMO, while speaking on the listing of the third sovereign Sukuk, said that the DMO was excited about that the trading of the Sukuk was now permissible. She said, and I quote, "The FGN Sukuk may only be listed, for trading on relevant exchanges in order to create a pool of assets consisting of non-financial and financial assets that could be freely traded, while avoiding the prohibition of dealing in internet-based interest-based transactions arising out of sale of debt and exchange or currency not at par. This will provide an exit opportunity for existing investors and further deepen the Nigerian capital market." On Thursday, March 18th, oil and gas experts yesterday spoke on concerns about Nigeria's poor fiscal environment, declining investment profile, and growing pressure to transit from fossil fuels. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Timipre Silva, while speaking at the hybrid session of the Society of Petroleum Engineers, SPE, said optimization and reduction in the cost of upstream and downstream operations were of utmost importance because prevailing global trends threaten the future of the oil and gas industry. The minister expressed concern about the sustainability of oil and gas businesses and placed emphasis on the fact that there is need to recalibrate portfolios in the upstream and downstream sectors. And on the bright side, there are optimistic views that the Petroleum Industry Bill, PIB, being considered by the National Assembly would be a form of improvement to the existing gloomy state of the sector. You're still watching Business Report Nigeria. I will be back after the short break. MTN Nigeria has launched a new unified customer engagement form, Engage. This platform is designed to enable small to medium enterprise business owners administer transactions with customers without hitches so as to improve productivity. The application is set to offer innovative customer management solutions, which include CRM tools, digital payments using a unique USSD code, debt management, customer feedback channels, and tracking of business and product promotions through mobile and social media channels. This would increase productivity in the economy as entrepreneurs can securely receive payments and track transactions with their customers. To ensure the stability of the Naira, the Central Bank of Nigeria injected $5.62 billion into the foreign exchange market in the fourth quarter of 2020. In its report on transactions in the foreign exchange market, the report read, the bank maintained its periodic interventions in the foreign exchange market to boost liquidity, enhance access to foreign exchange, curb unbridled demand, and ensure stable exchange rates. Now, during the fourth quarter of 2020, total foreign exchange sales to authorized dealers by the bank stood at $5.62 billion, an increase of 28.7% above the level in the preceding quarter, attributed largely to the increasing interventions in the BDC and INE windows during the quarter. Foreign exchange sales saw a decrease of 46.1% below, the level in the corresponding quarter of 2019. Airlines operating in Nigeria may shut down operations in coming weeks due to the frustrations they face in the hands of the Nigeria Customs Service, as well as the crash of the Naira against the dollar. On Thursday, March 18th, the chairman of Air Peace, Allen Oyema, said about 20 airplanes of the airline that were flown abroad for maintenance had remained trapped in various countries due to the COVID-19 lockdown. He revealed that the airlines would have shut down their various operations in Nigeria last week if not for the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika. The carriers are contemplating a nationwide shutdown because the NCS was not complying fully with federal government's law on waiver for airlines. And on a final note, Nigerians, Britons, Americans, as well as citizens of 18 other countries lost over $4.1 billion to cyber scam, internet romance scam, identity theft, business email compromise, and other fraudulent activities in 2020. The Internet Crime Complaint Center of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, revealed that fraudsters also targeted the Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security Act centered on providing help to small American businesses during the pandemic. Now, according to the center, it received nearly 800,000 complaints, with reported losses exceeding $4.1 billion, representing an increase by 69% in total complaints from 2019. And on that note, we end Business Report Nigeria. Thank you for watching. Do follow us on social media at TOS TV Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at TOS TV Network. I am Ruel Penao. Thank you for watching.
Audio